hurts. An especially aggressive slaver ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free unharmed. We promise not to hurt them too much. No. So let's get ready, and for this fight I will bring out the Tri-Iron weapon. Because the enemy is fielding a Zoltan energy shield, a hard light shield, that is especially vulnerable to iron damage. Now they once again have the power to punch through our ships. I don't know if they tweaked something about enemies, but we are meeting a lot of enemies that are able to do damage very well to us, because the weapons are well synchronized, not synchronized enough though. And that is immediately the enemy shields being taken care of. You know what? Let's get started with recycle bombs. I should have charged this weapon anyway. But right now their weapons are out of sync for a bit, more out of sync than before. So I can easily get a couple of shots in without them being able to retaliate. And next time we're going to disable their weapons. So they don't have much of a choice to do anything right now. We got a bit of a hit on the weapons, but honestly it's not really important. I think I can exchange this for the pierce laser. They have a slug repairing here, but this once again looks like it's going to be a very slow crew capture operation or crew kill operation. So I will leave this to whatever I do with it in editing. And that should be the last guy, yes. I promise you later fights are going to be much more interesting, but right now this is the most efficient way for us to power up. You scan the ship and detect no life signs. It appears the slaves died in the fight. Oh, that's unfortunate. How did they die though? We didn't really bombard their ship much. Probably unfortunate. Either that or they never had slaves and were trying to fill up. I'm gonna go with that explanation for my own sanity. You strap the ship and prepare to jump. We could also have gotten a crew member here, or other things could have happened. Anyway, let us continue on our journey. I want to stick around in this sort of first cluster for a bit. Two ships, both Engi, are fighting at this beacon. One belongs to the Harmony, the other to the Separatists. Let's hail the ships. The Harmony Engi tells you that they have been trying to convince the Separatists to come back to the Harmony and once again embrace sameness. The Separatists refuse, wanting to live their lives in space, and we have to side now that we've taken this. I'm going to side with the Separatists. Impossible. Failure to honor truce. Federation has broken promise. Fight imminent. I didn't have an option not to fight at this point. Notoriety increased with the Harmony, so yeah, actions, justifiable or not, will not reflect well in the eyes of the Harmony or its citizens. If we continue to doing this, we might see negative reactions from them. But you know, the Harmony are scumbags in my opinion. What does he have? He does have quite scary weapons and an iron invader drone. So this is probably not going to be such an easy fight. At least not for the moment. I'm switching to normal weapons. Whee, it's landing right here. So what the iron drone does is it stuns. After a while, it doesn't immediately stun. I'm going to charge the pierce laser at this, should I? Yeah, I should be doing that. I should be throwing all the firepower I can at this system. Yeah, it was just about to fire. That could have been bad. So now it's heading to the next system and it's probably, yeah, it's going to stun our weapons. Unless we take care of it first, but I still want at least to 1 point of damage, always going here. So let's... Now I want to make sure it's done this way. Let's do this. Yeah. Next he will be taking out our shields. So this breach is almost repaired, but we have no way of stopping the enemy right now. And our shields are about to be down, and he's going to target our weapons again. Oh, this is bad. I don't think we can get a shot in, and he's going to fire upon us without our shields. So this is potentially terrifying. This is going to hurt us. Fortunately, he won't be able to do much else. Okay, this I can deal with. I can isolate and vent here. should be extinguishing the fire immediately. We should be getting weapons, though. Yeah, crew killing something like this is more difficult. Okay, no, we will take an additional hit, and it's going to hurt once again. And they fired another Iron Invader drone. Hate this. Iron Invader drones are among the most annoying things you can fight, in my opinion, because they hurt. Not directly. They don't hurt directly in any way, shape or form, but they will indirectly completely annihilate you if you give them so much as a chance to do so. And there's not much you can do against them unless you have very strong crew that fights these enemies. Or they decide to target useless systems. So I'm taking out this guy. An unfortunate death. We wish the Harmony would leave this sector. Still, I thank you, Federation. Perhaps if I take refuge on your ship, I will be safe from their scouts. And we get another Engi, which is going to be super useful. I could have also maybe killed these drones sooner, but they just sent another one. That said, it would probably have been relief. I need to get my real A game if I want to survive trying to be the good guy. Like, you can just see the raw amount of opportunities that I missed in the first sector. I could have gotten a lot more, but I don't want to play that way. Anyway, we do have a distress beacon, so let's take it. The ship emitting the distress beacon messages you. Sorry to bother you, but we're out of fuel and can't get out of this barren sector. Could you help us? Of course I can help you. We give them the fuel. Thank you so much. We don't have much to offer, but have a look at the sector scans we took. Your map is updated, and now we see everything that is here. There is a link up here. Very interesting. We can get to that as well. And we probably need a bunch of time to get here. Let's count. So 1 jump and it'll be here, 2 jumps it'll be here, 3 jumps here, 4 jumps here, and the 5th jump will have to be where we exit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we can get there anymore. Should have gotten here faster, but there was no way of knowing that the link would be literally the furthest most, well, I guess almost the furthest most jump. So let's get to the next area. I want to hit the stores, and depending on what happens after that, I might upgrade my ship. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. We can normally explore it, or we can just attempt to mine the asteroids, which is going to give us a good amount of scrap. And we are on our next jump. You notice an Engi colony hiding on the other side of a nearby moon. It turns out they are excavating an equipment cache from the Federation Mantis War, and they suggest it might be used to lure the pursuing rebel fleet. This is actually interesting. We could secure the cache for loot, or we can booby trap it with a couple of missiles, which is going to delay the rebel fleets. So we transfer down some missile warheads, and the Engi rigged them to blow before setting a distress signal to attract the fleet's attention. This is a trap for the rebels, which is going to make them pause, which means that we can actually get to these areas here. So we have 2 additional jumps, and I think we need 1 additional jump to do this. So I'm going to go here first, then here, then here, then up here, and then back. That should hopefully work. So this is the store here. A large civilian market has been established in the system. Allied Federation ships patrol the area to make sure rebels and pirates can't sneak in. We could also volunteer to stand guard, which is going to increase the rebel fleet's speed, or rather give them an extra turn while we wait. That would neutralize. I still think we have enough time in that case. So I'm going to volunteer to stand guard. The Federation soldiers are glad to take a break, and their command agrees to let you stand guard. Your shift will take 1 jump cycle, hopefully nothing bad happens. And yes, fortunately for you, no pirates or rebels make a surprise visit during your shift. You collect your pay and prepare to leave, and the rebels will jump further. Let us see what we can do. So what does this thing here have? We could get mind control. We have weapons of the day. These are reduced, but we don't know what it is. I don't like them, to be honest. I don't like them. Crew teleporter, good. A backup battery, good, but we don't need it yet. Mind control can really save your bacon. And it also makes capturing enemy crew yeah, I'm talking in Warframe terms right now. It also makes crew killing enemy ships easier, because you can take on one of their crew for your own team for a short while. That said, first order of business I think should be fuel. We can also repair here. 2 scrap per point is actually pretty cheap. I don't want to repair full though. And then I think I'm going to get the mind control here. We don't even need to put something into energy into our reactor right now, because we have the Zoltan. I forgot to mention, they provide bonus power. They're pretty weak otherwise, and they literally explode on death. So we have to keep these guys safe if possible. And if we get more of them, we basically get bonus power for free. So now we can also get into upgrading our ship here. And what should we upgrade? My first upgrade usually is shields, and we can do that and even get the energy required to. So that's what I'm going to do. I won't have much money for the foreseeable future, but I can get this done hopefully. Let's jump to the next store. Won't be doing much here, I guess. An automated Federation supply drone is stationed here. A simple ID scan should grant you access to its vending mode. So let's scan. The autoship recognizes you as a registered Federation vessel and opens its trading menu. We could buy these weapons if we had any money, and they're not bad weapons, but honestly, we have so many weapons we don't need it. Did we already? Yeah, we salvaged already. By the way, we could also repair the hull if we had enough drone parts in this way, or use scrap. I don't need to do that, just to show the options. Frost, red bomb, burst laser, etc. Nothing too good right now. We could map the sectors if we use bonus fuel and all that sort of stuff. Deconstructor, what is that? Okay, we can deconstruct some parts in order to gain a increased scrap yield, I guess. I think I've never had that. Ancient Disabler, not really worth it in my opinion. Burst laser is pretty powerful. Red bomb, frost laser, not too bad. Also cheap repairs. We don't need extra fuel. I think it's time to get rid of a weapon. I don't particularly like the heavy energy weapons, simply because they don't do damage to systems. You can see they do hull damage and iron damage, but they don't do damage to the enemy systems like these weapons here. And disabling enemy systems is paramount. So I'm going to sell that, and that's giving me just enough money to get the deconstructor. I want to try that out at the very least. And now we're poor. And I miscalculated. I can't jump here, back there, and then take this. So we will probably have a fight on our hands, but I want to see what this is. This is a harmony link.